This episode of WisBusiness.com, the show, is brought to you by BMO Harris, White Hirschbeck Dudek, Madison Gas and Electric, and the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee.
Hi, I'm Liz Schrum for the Wisconsin Technology Council, here with WisBusiness.com, the show. Just ahead, Tom Still talks about Wisconsin's production of patents and why that's an important indicator of business innovation. And Zach Brandon, the former director of the Wisconsin Angel Network, talks about his first 3 months as a president of the Greater Madison Chamber of Commerce. First, here's the WisBusiness.com stock report for mid-February. Rising, help for startup companies. Governor Scott Walker says his next budget bill will include proposals to help Wisconsin startups and emerging companies. That includes $6 million in a seed capital fund, $500,000 to help veterans start their own businesses, and the lifting of an outdated cap on Wisconsin's Angel Tax Credit program. Still to come, Walker's decision on a larger early-stage capital plan. And falling, business scam artists. The state attorney general is seeking penalties against a Michigan firm, Corporate Records Service, which it claims is scamming Wisconsin businesses. The company uses direct mail notices to convince companies to pay $125 each in fees to file forms that aren't required by the state. Here's Tom Still with his Inside Wisconsin commentary.
A recent Brookings Institution report offered a fascinating glimpse at one of Wisconsin's competitive assets in the modern knowledge economy, production of patents. The report, which examined nearly 360 metro areas nationwide, noted that Milwaukee ranked 28th nationally in average patent production over the past 5 years, and Madison weighed in at 47th. Both were solid performances. A closer look at the numbers revealed a true tale of two cities. While Madison's patent production was led by the UW-Madison and its patent arm, the Wisconsin Alumni Research Foundation, patent numbers in Milwaukee were led by major private companies. Both cities should strive for more balance. In Milwaukee, major academic institutions such as the UW-Milwaukee and the Medical College of Wisconsin are focusing more on innovation. In Madison, the challenge is the opposite, to grow and attract more innovative private companies and not to rely so much on the university. A hidden advantage for Wisconsin is the number of cities with some level of patent activity. Racine was ranked 84th, followed by Oshkosh, Sheboygan, and Appleton in the top third. Green Bay, Eau Claire, Janesville, La Crosse, Fond du Lac, and Wausau also made the list. Why are patents important? As Thomas Edison famously remarked, the value of an idea lies in the using of it. Innovation is central to economic growth. It must be supported, however, by the right investment capital, human capital, and a 21st century infrastructure. Wisconsin is a state that outperforms much of the nation when it comes to producing patents. That advantage should be leveraged by policies that convert intellectual capital into companies, jobs, and wealth.
Thanks, Tom. I'll be right back with Zach Brandon, president of the Greater Madison Chamber of Commerce.
White Hirschbeck Dudek represents companies at all stages of development and in a wide range of industries to navigate the legal challenges of regional, national, and global growth. At WHD, every stage takes center stage.
I'm back with Zach Brandon, the new president of the Greater Madison Chamber of Commerce. Thanks for joining us, Zach.
Yeah, thank you, Liz.
You became chamber president in late fall. What have been your top 3 priorities since your move?
Well, I've really been focused on 3 items, both for the chamber and for the business community as a whole. One is to be innovative in how we think and pushing the envelope and new ideas and how we run our businesses. You can be innovative in curing cancer and coming up with the next app for the iPhone or for an Android, but also you can be innovative by putting macaroni and cheese on a pizza. The other thing is we've been very focused on making sure that people, either as they become entrepreneurs or have been entrepreneurs, that they remember that feeling of being entrepreneurial and really pushing themselves to think about new markets and new opportunities and new customer bases. And finally, being identifiable. To do those other 2 things without being focused on being identifiable and making sure that not only that your customers but the community as a whole is able to see you makes them worthless if you're not doing the identifiable piece. And when you think about those 3 words, and you take innovation, the IN in innovation, and the TREP in the word entrepreneurial, and the ID in the beginning of the word identifiable, you get the word intrepid. And that's how we will behave. And the word intrepid means to be relentless in the pursuit of something, and that's what you'll see from me and from the chamber going forward.
Madison is Wisconsin's second largest city. Tell us why a healthy economy for Madison is good for the rest of the state.
Well, Madison is an innovation center, and it is one of the economic engines of the state. And so as Madison does well, so does the state. I've been saying a lot lately that Wisconsin cannot succeed without Madison succeeding. And so we are part and parcel, that we are partners in making sure that economic success happens in both places. But for Wisconsin to succeed, Madison has to succeed and vice versa.
And what state economic development policies could help Madison grow, as well as other communities?
You know, access to capital is one of the things that I hear as a barrier to entry for almost every business, but particularly those businesses that are high growth, high potential. And really, we have this opportunity, a very unique moment in time, to pass an investment capital bill at the state level. That money, which would be in the form of an economic development program, but also have the potential for returns to the state and to its taxpayers, really would create opportunity not just for Madison companies, but also for companies in the entire state.
Thanks, Zach, and thank you for watching this edition of WisBusiness.com, the show. The show is produced by WisBusiness.com and the Wisconsin Technology Council, and sponsored by BMO Harris, White Hirschbeck Dudek, MG&E, and UW-Milwaukee. Visit our websites to read and learn more. I'm Liz Schrum of Talent Foot Executive Search. See you next time.